Do you think that Pilates can be a somatic movement experience? This is a question I recently asked on an Instagram quiz, and the answers were all over the board, from yes, no, to I don't know what somatic movement is, to some classes can be. In this video, you're going to learn about somatic movement, the benefits and challenges of moving with a somatic practice, and if Pilates truly can be considered somatic. Let's get into the definition first. Somatic movement is focusing on your inner experience, slowing down and moving with intention so you can release muscular engagement that doesn't serve you. All of this is so that you feel better in your body. And as a side note here, no matter what type of Pilates class you move with, hopefully you're feeling better after you work out. With this definition, right away you can tell that some Pilates classes would not fall into this category. There's more challenging classes, fast-paced, where we're just really moving from one exercise to another. But that doesn't necessarily mean that all Pilates classes have to be like that. And if you've moved with a lot of Trifecta Pilates workouts, you know that we have a range of different movement experiences. But let's circle back to the benefits of a somatic movement practice. When you take the opportunity to slow down, focus on your breathing, your sensations, release muscular tension that doesn't serve you, this can, of course, help you feel good in your body, but it also helps your Pilates practice as well. Because so many times people push through Pilates exercises in a way that's non-optimal. A lot of times this can manifest as extra work through the neck or the hips or the back or certain areas of your body. And when you do this, it actually is just reinforcing movement patterns that aren't going to help you with a Pilates exercise, and also just don't feel good in everyday life as well. And on days when you have lower energy, moving with a slower, more restorative Pilates session is a perfect way to nourish the body and reset. Now, what are some of the challenges of moving with somatic movement? Well, sometimes people feel like it's boring or it's just not challenging enough. You're not making progress. However, what we're doing is giving you the opportunity to explore the many different ways in which you can move your body. We know that to make progress, it doesn't always have to be the most challenging option. And as a personal example, last year for an entire month, I moved with a somatic movement experience, whether it was coming to the mat or even slow, mindful walking. It's really what my body needed, and not necessarily my physical body, giving that time to rest and release extra tension, but it's also a nice reset for the nervous system. And I wasn't concerned about making gains or getting stronger, but really taking the time to center on what I needed at that time. And that's what I encourage you to do. Always center yourself in your Pilates practice. So when you take a class focusing on somatic movement, there's going to be breathing awareness, trying to sense different areas of our body. And for some people, this can be challenging because maybe we can't feel a certain area of our body. This can be due to we've never been asked to make this association, or because of disassociation that we have experienced. However, there's also great benefits of slowly titrating into this. So whether it's for yourself personally, or if you're a Pilates teacher and work with other people, sometimes we have to slowly titrate into this. It doesn't have to be a long class or the entire session. And just like with a more challenging Pilates exercise, sometimes we're just going to leave it to the side and circle back to it in the future. So what I'm encouraging you to do is to be open to the journey and not feel like a Pilates workout has to be a certain length, intensity, or level to be of value for your body. And I can only speak from my personal and professional experience that when you go back to the foundations, unwind some movement patterns, it's really going to help you feel better when you move with Pilates and extend further into your life as well. So you can make more progress with the Pilates method when you take the time to slow down and move with a more somatic experience. So this leads to the last point. Can Pilates be somatic movement? In my definition, it can be. Are all classes going to focus on that? No, we don't want them all to be. Sometimes we just want to focus on a workout, get on our mat, have fun, feel that Pilates challenge. And other times, what you may really want to focus on is something more nourishing, more mindful, more restorative. It doesn't have to be either or. And I really suggest that you explore the full spectrum of the Pilates method. Question for you. I would love to know, do you enjoy the slower, more mindful Pilates sessions? If so, drop a comment down below because this may really encourage someone else to try this type of Pilates class. And the reason why I encourage people to try these types of Pilates experiences is for the last benefit that I wanted to highlight, and that is it can help to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the body's way to rest and digest. It's very healing for our body. Now, what isn't the parasympathetic nervous system? It's when we're super stressed out. It's when we're pushing with a more challenging workout. It's when we've experienced trauma. Those are all different responses that are absolutely essential to what we're managing at that time. So if we can take some time out of our workout routine to focus on a somatic experience with Pilates or in another way, this can really benefit your entire body. And with body, I'm not just talking about the physical body. This is from a nervous system perspective because the brain, body is linked. And I don't know about you, but when I step off the Pilates mat, I can feel a mood shift. That just goes to show there's so much more than physical gains we get from a consistent Pilates practice. And if you're feeling burnt out, if you're needing more rest, if you're highly stressed or have experienced trauma in the past, it may be really beneficial to focus on these slower, more restorative classes, and it can be a short session. It can be so valuable. So I hope this video was helpful. If so, give it a thumbs up. And if you're looking for a slower, more restorative class, check out the link right here. I hope that you have a beautiful day and can join me on the mat soon.